the Maine native, Emily Sweeney, is against the ropes. The Team USA luge athlete needs to finish in the top 20 in tomorrow's third run to advance in the final heat that same day. She crashed earlier today. You can see the video right here. She was in 10th after the first heat, but in that second run, she got upended in those last 4 curves. She slid across the finish line with her sled in hand. That means she's still in the competition, but she has a lot of ground to make up. Her uncle, who lives in Gorham, tells us she's physically fine, but very disappointed. In a post-race interview, she said, quote, "It's a tough spot. You have to come out right. If you're not correct coming out, the track dips away, and then you're weightless a little bit. So if you're crooked a little bit in your sled, or if you're not in a great spot, it'll get you." Now, this is not the first time that this Falmouth native has crashed at the Olympics. Honestly, we weren't going to talk about that in much detail.
We were supposed to share how her sister Megan got her into luge, how her family's time living in Maine shaped her, and how proud everyone is of her. Now, none of that has changed, don't get us wrong, but today's crash did change Emily's chance to medal.
So I've spoken with Emily, her sister Megan, and her uncle Jeff about how hard Emily has worked to get past that crash in 2018 in her first Olympics, both physically and mentally. Now, don't get us wrong, we're still going to be there to report all of her achievements, but first, we have to share what makes today's crash even more frustrating for Emily.
I had literally the perfect storm of a crash.
Pyeongchang 2018, Emily Sweeney's first Olympic appearance.
I hit the wrong spot and then was airborne, and when you're airborne in luge, you don't have control. I was just a victim of physics at that point.
She landed on her neck, breaking that and her back.
I had never been afraid of luge before until then, so that was challenging.
I mean, hands down.
Her sister Megan was in the stands.
I still haven't seen the video in its full. I was there, but like as soon as I saw Emily start to turn, like I took off. I knew exactly where she was on the track and I needed to be there just when she finally stopped. It was the scariest moment of my life.
We spoke with Megan, a former Olympic luger herself, before Emily left for Beijing.
I was so proud of her to like get up and walk away. And like, I think that she has she went through a really hard time after the Olympics. And like, she's in this place now where she's like, I have the opportunity to kind of rewrite my story. And that's so powerful. But yeah, that really sucked.
It took 6 months for Emily's bones to heal. Her recovery was just as much mental as it was physical.
She had fear, and she'll talk about it. It's been 4 very, very, very long years of her relearning her mental state towards sliding, but also her physical state.
It is in the back of my mind, but honestly, I talked a lot about it leading up to kind of the beginning of the season, and then I turned that part of my brain off just because it's draining for me to go back there because it was super challenging. But right now, I'm just focused on building momentum towards the next shot.
Her next shot on Tuesday, when she'll tap into every strategy she's honed in the last 1,460 days.
Everyone has their own routines of what they do before you have to go. For me, I clear my mind completely because you can't have any distractions while you're going down the track. Any secondary reaction is too late by the time you have it. So it's just about clearing my mind and kind of being in that free space, which luge has always been that for me. And even now, as much as we're in the craziness of Olympic year, of still in a pandemic, of all these things, every time you sit on the sled and pull off the handles, you're in the zone.
So keep in mind, we did both of these interviews weeks before today's results.
And so you can imagine how Emily and her family are feeling, but still she has a chance to advance. She needs to finish in the top 20 in tomorrow's third run to advance to that final run the same day. And here's the good news. Emily has the fastest time by a U.S. woman in Beijing. If she keeps that up, she could be chosen for the team relay.
So I want to show you something. Her uncle Jeff, who owns O'Donnell's Nursery in Gorham, sent me this t-shirt, and he said to wear it with pride. Now, Emily is best known for her big ear-to-ear smile when she finishes a race, and we are all hoping that we're going to see that smile tomorrow. All of us here are wishing her the best.